Like
They do. I mean, look at this. Let's take a quick look. And there's Varangian, who's like legendary. He's been playing for years. There's Sandora. He played in one of the first matches I ever played in this game, which was like 6 years ago, and he just destroyed us. Sultanis, I don't know him very well. Dopey is very well known. Raven, they're gonna play him as Cav. I'm not sure about this. From what I know, he's a main in Archer, but he's been playing Cav for them lately. And then there's Axel, of course. I mean,
I mean,
look at this team setup, dude. Like, how? How are they gonna beat this?
I think a lot of it comes down to preparation as well. Like one of the things you could really see with France, like when we streamed them last week as well, was that like yeah, when you look at like the names and stuff, you're like, well, these are some less experienced players. At least some of them, a lot of them are very experienced as well and very renowned players, but like. You think they're not gonna do as good as they did in previous years if you compare the rosters from back then to the one they have now. But from last week's match, I did get one thing, and that is that they have practiced like a lot together,
Yeah, they have.
and
Certainly.
their teamwork was really on point last week. Seemed like they didn't really have any problems while beating their opponents for the most part.
They beat Sweden. I never would have assumed, but the thing is, this will be a very different match because last week Sweden was missing cavalry players, which Finland will excel at.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
look at
Finland
this will
has
be a
some really
completely different
strong
match.
cavalry players, but then again, it is gonna come down to like how much have you played like together, or and how much have your players actually played the game? Because like
Yes,
some of the players on their roster, I don't know, I haven't seen them play too much.
that's the same with
Um,
Finland because when I spoke to them as well, they said like they're just taking it a little bit easy this year. They're not really working really hard for it. They're just like playing, having fun. But I think they're still a very dangerous team. I mean, I think they did that last year as well, and they surprised a lot of teams. Like they beat
I
America,
mean, I
for
think they
example.
definitely have the potential to be like very strong opponent against whoever they face up against. Doesn't really matter which team, but that does mean they need to have like they need to have practiced, of course, but they also need to have like a good day, to be
Yeah, I
honest,
mean they.
because
It's not like they're not playing the game. Like yeah, they. I
well,
spoke
I
to them, and
mean,
they do
like
play. Like they have matches, all that. But
it's
France
not like they're not
doubles it.
playing the game, but they do also have a lot of people on their roster who don't play, well, at least don't play the game as much as they used to,
Oh, that's
which I
very true.
think could impact things a little. But yeah, overall, like we will have to see how well they've prepared for this match. But I'm definitely looking forward to the open map cavalry fights
Oh yeah,
because, like we mentioned, like even though we like generally Brian and Thor aren't seen as main calves, for the France team, they do play a pretty mean calf
they do.
duo, so to speak. I mean, to be honest, in their last match, their calf team play was really good, or their coordination at least. They were always on point, pretty much
Yeah.
always. So yeah, that's gonna be up to Finland to match that in order to beat it.
Yeah, I mean, this is Field by the River we're talking about. This is one of the oldest maps in the game. Cavalry will reign supreme, but you can't look away from archers either.
Yeah,
Um,
you can look away from archers, but I think both. Well, I mean, yeah, both teams have
they're
pretty
very
good
strong
archers.
archers. So
Yeah,
Mercy, Meldo, for example, as well in Finland. Like they're
yeah.
gonna make efforts. And Tiger White, Auxilis as well. Didn't really know who he was before last week, but he was landing some really good shots. And then of course there's also Maximal.
Yeah,
So
and I think in terms of open map imps, both teams have, well, and both teams will do quite equally there. I don't think the imps will matter as much. Well, I mean, there is Nords, of course, so that is something. Like, Nords will be impacted by inf play a lot more than most other factions, I'd say.
yeah,
Simply because playing Inf as any other faction than Nords is pretty much a very passive style of play, it's more about positioning rather than actually fighting. So as long as you don't screw that up, then you should be doing your job as an open map Inf. But
yeah. I mean, open up infantry is all about survival. If you die
yeah,
early,
exactly.
you
Like
already lost the point, which
you need to
is
know, you need to have awareness and stop cav, be able to
yeah.
stop cav, of course, like that. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But a lot of that is based on how you position yourself. Of course, it's also going to be a bit down to the commanders how they deal with such an open map, because like a tendency for like that a lot of captains seem to have on open maps, at least that's what I've noticed, is that they kind of lose track of everything that's going on. So unless there's really good communication, like some important information could be overlooked, you know.
Yeah, I think as always on this map, main point is getting an early advantage in just like positioning.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
Well,
difficult for.
especially like I think getting kills on Cav or Arch, like we
Yeah, that's
mentioned, right?
always
Cav or
very good.
archers are gonna have a big impact. Like getting an advantage on one of those 2 points will, classes will get a lot of will give your team a lot of advantage over the
Yeah.
other team. So yeah.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to see how they play this out. We will be seeing Rodox and Nords.
Yeah, I
Nords
don't
having just a
know about
massive advantage in
Rodox.
this.
Yeah.
I cannot see how Rodox are gonna make any effort here.
I mean, rather than looking at it like how is like Rodox gonna win this set, you know, because I don't think they will. Like in any matchup where you feel like the teams are kind of equally matched, I think Rodox shouldn't ever win against Nords. But it's gonna be more about how many points can they get on Rodox, like for both teams.
Not only will this like front will be spawning as the crossbow faction here, Rodox, but they will also have, in my opinion, the worst spawn. They will have only
Yeah.
that one advantage in flag, and even getting that flag, it's not really the flag you want early advantage on.
Yeah, I
It,
mean, it's still something. Like you're gonna have to kind of bank on that flag to try and get a round or two, you know.
yeah,
So,
but it's not really what you want to be doing. But I'm not sure what else you can do. They
well,
they
I mean,
they will
there
not have
are
much
some
advantage in this.
unconventional strategies you can go for, like with extra crossbows, and hope you get like some early picks, because Nordcav are very squishy. Well, I mean, not their horses, but
But the
the
riders
actual
definitely are.
riders are
Yeah.
very squishy, and you do have a crossbow faction. So, like in terms of getting early picks, there are some possibilities, but if you don't get those early picks, it's gonna become a whole lot more difficult.
Yeah. But I mean, this, as you say, like
That,
the
that
early
that's
crossbow
why I'd
kills.
actually say that for France, which is the team that's going to be starting as Rodox, it's going to be more important to look at like how the archers do at first.
Yeah,
Like
they're
of
gonna have
course
to land these
their
shots.
cav need to pull their weight, you know, but I think their archers are like the way with which they can get an advantage in a more reliable way. You know, because like doing some sort of Cav skirmish Rodox versus Nords doesn't really
Oh,
sound
Rolex will lose that every day.
yeah, like that
Um,
doesn't really sound like a good trade-off
Finland, I
because it's
think, is
very
gonna
risky.
be doing well better on that, just in general, just as skirmishes. Because like Axel, I know him enough to know that he likes going for these, especially jabs. I could
Oh yeah,
see Axel's gonna make a big effort here on with his javelins on horseback.
yeah, and I mean it's gonna be really up to the French Cav to make sure they stick together. Like no matter if they have like 3 or 4 Cav, I think they.
I would go
Well,
for
unless they want to go for an extra archer, they should always
yeah
get 4 Cav. To be honest.
early game, which isn't really that much of a effort. Like it doesn't matter that much anymore. Like most of the fights happen on the flag itself. And having an extra
Yeah,
crossbow on an
but
open
I
map, like
mean,
you will not be able to shoot. You can't
if you don't
stand
stick with
still.
your team as a Rotor Cav in this situation, and you get pushed by 4 Nord Cav with Javs, you're gonna lose that Cav
Yeah, you will.
because well,
I mean, France
that's
can try to bait enough of the cavalry towards the rest of their archers, but I don't think they're gonna be doing that. They're not that like this is two very experienced teams on a very old map. They played this map for like how many hours do you think? Like 100 hours minimum. Like
yeah.
this was played so much before, much to
Yeah, it has
my
been. But I
disdain.
mean,
But
it has been like out of the meta, so to speak. I mean, I don't really want to say it was ever really in the meta, but there was a
yeah,
time when it was played more often than it is these days. And even though you might have like a lot of hours of experience on the map, you know, like you also need to sometimes practice the map, you know, in order to stay informed on it.
Do you think anything has changed in these teams? Do you think you'll see anything surprising on this? I mean, we're talking about Finland, who often do something surprising, but I feel like they're gonna do this on
I
close
think
maps more than on open.
I don't know. I think um, there won't be too much out of the ordinary, except for Rodok's perhaps going with, like in this case, France maybe going with an extra crossbow, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
I
not
mean,
sure.
we're about to find out.
Or,
We
or
are
maybe like
live.
oh yeah, actually, actually both things that I think could be. Oh no, actually France have 2 archers, not 3.
Yeah.
I thought they had 3 before, but that was just in the warm-ups. So I figured maybe they would go for 3 archers now as well.
4-2-2 for France. Not anything special, but looking
Yeah.
at Finland, they have a lot of cavalry.
5 cavs, 1 archer, 2 imps. I think that's fine though, because Nord archers aren't exactly the greatest. So.
Yeah.
And I don't see how the French cav, being Rodox, are gonna beat 5 Nord cav.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, especially considering look at this flag advantage they already have. Already putting both of their infantry on the flag as well.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be pretty much down to, well, what we discussed before, right? Like whether whether the Rodok crossbows can get like an early pick or not, you know? That's gonna decide whether France can actually go for an aggressive push on the flag.
Yeah.
Because in the situation they're in now, they can't just step on the flag. If their imps step on the flag now, they're just gonna get swarmed.
Yeah, they're looking
And
like...
more likely than not, like Finland's gonna have the first kill then. But we will see. They're gonna try to step on the flag now.
Yeah, they're slowly moving towards it. Here comes the cavalry.
They do get supported by the French cav.
Yeah, coming in quicker here.
Yeah, the
Already
Finnish
first
cav
kill.
coming in though.
Yeah. Finland taking the first kill though. I'll Sub-Zero taking down Monkey again though. 1 infantry inside there.
Oh.
Dopey goes down. Axel as
So
well.
far pretty
Killing
even.
Swap, yeah.
I
France
mean,
now controlling
Finland
the flag.
have 4 cav and France have 2 cav though. That's something to keep in mind. Brian
Axel
and
getting
Sub-Zero are
stopped.
very low.
Oh, very, very low there. Axel getting away with his life though. Very, very close. Mello really low as well. Coming for a couch, not getting it though.
What a mess.
This is, as always, a mess of cavalry just rushing onto the flag. At least with a double kill, nice play.
That was really important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
the flag is now
really
almost, it's dead even in flag height here.
Like Finland are pushing on the flag in melee with like an archer and stuff.
Yeah, they have to. Bauer does
even
kill
the flags are even, like, come on.
Knocks him out with a nice kill, Meldo. And Brian bumping down Sola. And
And
another bump kill! Brian just bumping him down. France winning the round.
Alright, I just wanna like point out how basically what France did was like go with their imps to the flag and have their cav back them up. But I figured like, alright, the moment the French imps are gonna step on the flag, all of the Finnish cav will come in and like basically swarm them.
Yeah.
But the thing was, France actually like took the initiative there. They were the ones going in first with their cav, trying to swarm the Finnish imps instead. And I think like that made a big difference, because that meant that Finland had to react to that. You know, like it wasn't like they could go aggressive the moment France came close. No, they had to like make a defensive move with their cavs, and I don't think you want to be doing that as North.
No, I agree with that as well.
And like like the fight could have still gone either way, as we saw. It was very close for a long time, but
were
like
devastating.
Yeah, but like through combined efforts from the French imps and cavs and archers as well, you know, like just one by one they managed to pick them off. And I think Alice's double kill was also pretty important.
That was major. And of course Brian's double bump.
2 bump kills as well.
That was just insulting. They're opting to get away from the flag here. Pretty smart play.
Something I'd like to point out as well, the French imps both have light lances dropped for them.
Yeah. That's pretty clever actually, considering they only get... the war spear is very expensive.
Yep, so they have some extra range.
A little bit old swap taking
So the Morse actually getting picked off in the back.
That's a big mistake from him. Double couch lances
this
there.
is bad for France though. Yeah, this is
double. Yeah, here we go. Here comes Dopey with his javelins. Rangan as well trying, but he does get nicked in the back for it. It's very, very low health.
And that was a way better reaction by the Finnish Cavs. Like,
Yeah, they just pushed the
so the
forest.
Mercy did get called out, but if the French Cavs stick around for one bit too long, they get killed.
Give it a jab headshot on Tarda. Brian killing Mel though. It's still,
Alice,
it can
the
still go
only
both
infant
ways.
flag here.
Yeah, but Alice has proven he can survive for a long time here.
Well,
Rangan
it's
is
not
well
gonna
trying.
be easy though.
Yeah,
like, Finland are
absolutely.
definitely gonna have the advantage of the flag, but nice
Ooh,
shot.
Valkyrie
Maximu.
knocking Monkey in the back. It's not a good team play, team hit thing. Monkey being very low as well. Does stop Brian, gets dismounted, and he's
Maximu
not
needs
surviving
to
that.
try and
Yeah.
get some shots in. Like,
Yeah, he does. I
right
mean, this
now.
is crossbows. They're not. Oh, Valkyrie killing Tiger White though. Dopey's gonna try to push Maximo along with Valkyrie here. Paradoxo though. Does Anna Alice? They have the flag advantage and player advantage right now.
Yeah, I don't think Maximu's gonna be able to do this. Like, even if he gets to the flag, there's no way he kills everyone.
Yeah, I mean, he could try to dismount one of the calves, just
That's
ending
true,
their
but
gold, but
the Cav should not be going too aggressive on this.
no, there's
to be
no really
honest.
need to.
There's not really that much Maximu can upgrade at the moment.
Yeah, Paradox is gonna push towards him, but I would say just like he's not gonna have a lot of time here to upgrade. I don't think he could upgrade. Probably no. Doesn't look like
maybe
any
if he
of the
timed it
Cavalry did.
perfectly. Maybe if he timed it perfectly.
Dopey and
I
Balga both
think-
upgrading. Yeah, they did it correctly.
I think that round, like where the French Cav called out the Sota Mercy in like the big forest. I think overall, like if you look at that from like at the moment it happens, you know, it's probably a good decision. But if you look at it from like an overall perspective, pushing and killing a cav in the big forest, like on the hillside, they were like almost all the way down the hillside. That's where I saw them. Like you can't really get out that quickly. So the other Finnish cav had all the time in the world to get there, and they just instantly lost all their cav.
They got a
I
double
think
kill there.
if France would have like gotten that kill like any other way, like for
Yeah.
example by only having one cav being there, you know, and then he gets out, for example, that could have been a big advantage. But instead they lose 3.
Stormers was a bit just a sacrificial land there. I mean, he's playing open map Nord Archer.
Yeah.
Like, he's not gonna be able to do that much. Let's just face it.
Yeah.
Finland having flag advantage once again. Both infantry of France are going on aggressive.
And they're going very aggressive, trying to get the Nord imps off the flag.
Yeah. Cav
Again, I
skirmishing on the
feel
side.
like the Finnish cav should be surrounding their own imps a bit more tightly.
Oh, Brian taking a massive hit though. Fights breaking out all over. Alice taking a massive hit,
Oh,
and there goes
nice
the...
throw.
Would have been killed by bump anyway. Stormers does take down Brian as well.
Yeah,
Finland
I feel
taking
like
flag advantage.
Finland definitely have the advantage on this flag.
Yeah.
Because they only have Tarda to really push the flag, right? After
Yeah.
that, it's like no
Look.
pressure.
The Finnish are just like they're just circling them. Monkey with a headshot again with his javelins. Thor does take
Axel
down
does go
Axel,
down.
but I mean just
Okay.
stay on the flag right now and you'll do this. Paradoxa
Yeah.
is spearing down.
There is no way that France can take this just because they like if they dismount, they'll just get run over.
Yeah, look at Tiger White trying to survive here against all of this cavalry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Melo does end him. Sonomos is taking on swap as well. Just one by one they fall. This is the problem with having this map. It's just fights happen all over, especially with all these cavalry players.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a small window of opportunity for France to try and take that fight at the flag, which was like right at the moment when the Finnish cav were for some reason all out in the field, and like the French cav, at least 3 out of 4 of the French cav were really close to the flag as well. I feel like maybe if they coordinated the push right then and there, they could have perhaps gotten 1 or 2 kills with their imps.
Yeah.
Because like the Nord imps were actually posturing very defensively, and there were none of their friendly caps were around.
Yeah.
I think that would have been like the only way for France to get a real advantage in that fight, because you could just see that no matter what France tried, like at some point they just really got split apart because they really wanted to help everyone everywhere, and you can't really do that.
This is the problem with this map. You can't be everywhere at the same time.
Yeah.
Looking at the France cavalry here, really smart. They're just staying away from all the Finnish cavalry. Like just not even going in, because they know they will get jab cav like just to death.
I mean, if a Finnish cav goes up there, he's just gonna die.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's out. But
like this is by far, in my opinion, the best flag that France can get, like
Oh
based on
yeah.
archer positions. But then they're like, if they want to win on this flag, they really need to like get their shots in with their archers.
Yeah, they haven't really been hitting their shots that well so far. I mean, 2 kills
Yeah.
each, it's not bad. They are
I
crossbows on
mean,
an open map. It's not the easiest shots to make. The reload time
uh,
is so slow.
gonna come down to this round a lot though. Like if they can get a lot of, if they can make a lot of shots happen this round, I think this is gonna be fine. Looks like they're gonna be pushing Maximu though with one inf, and
Yeah,
they're
he's gonna
gonna
have some
put
support
Monkey on the
as
flag.
well. Paradoxurus Maximal. I mean, Maximal's no stranger to melee.
I feel
But he
like
does only have a
they
lance.
should
Oh,
take out
Paradoxurus should be
Paradoxa
pushing
or
here.
something, but
Yeah, Monkey does go down to Brian as well on flag.
like Paradoxa could
Nice stab.
effectively keep two archers busy here.
He
if
seems
does
to be
this
doing that
correctly.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the
Tiger
only one
White
with
is
a melee
also
weapon.
averting his attention a bit.
Yeah. Sub-Zero goes down. Oh. I
They
mean,
do
he
take
kills.
a lot of kills.
They kill a lot of people there, yeah. Finland is now. There's only 4 players left. Tiger White
Oh,
ending
well
up. That is not good.
that
Does
is
he
not
at
what you
least
want.
have a sword? He's
No,
gonna try to be
I don't
sneaky.
think
Paradox
so.
is just gonna be smart here. Yes, yeah. Here comes his friends though.
Oh, right, he had a lance, that's why we couldn't see his weapon.
Yeah, there we go.
Not sure why Finland fell apart there. Like,
The problem I was following the adventures of Paradoxa.
well, I think that push did so much for them, but
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's difficult. Like, how do you push this position? You're gonna have to leave yourself open
but I
elsewhere.
mean, like, yeah, it's difficult. How do you push that position? But they actually managed to push that position. Maximu did not get backed up, and neither did
That's
Tiger
true.
White. Well, I mean, Tiger White was a little bit more off to the side, but Maximu did not get any backup whatsoever. He could not shoot. That's for sure. Like, even if he didn't die yet, he could not shoot. And like the Finnish Cav even have a player advantage over the other Cav. I don't see any reason why they would be losing that. They should not.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a very good
because
point.
if the Finnish Cav coordinate their attacks with their own Cav properly, they can just take it nice and slow, just throw your jabs out, get their horses low at least, maybe even dismount one or two, or get like an early pick, and then take it from there. But they were on the back foot that whole round.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened there either. I'm assuming. I'm just gonna have to assume that
I
Brian
don't
is carrying his
feel
weight here. He's
I
doing
don't
very
feel
well.
like the Finnish Cav should have lost that.
No, I agree. Dope is gonna try for Tiger White here, but he's getting a lot of backup.
Yeah.
He's only have a sword this time as well. I mean,
I've been pretty
really
impressed by
struggling.
the French, the coordination of the French Cav so far.
Oh yeah, they've been on point. They're
Like
always
Tiger
where they
White
need to
is
be
just
here.
running around. Oh, he gets
Oh,
caught.
Bagley, yeah, he dropped his
Right.
guard a little bit. It's as always, try not to jump. Jumps are very dangerous. Oh, darn!
Arnold
Target with
getting
a
a
double
double kill
kill.
on the
One
flag
jab,
there.
one sword. Ranking very low. Comes the cavalry of Finland though. Mello is
Finland
dismounted.
need to try and
Oh,
not
he's getting
fight
hit.
with their Cav so much apart. They need to pick targets a little bit more.
Yeah,
Because
sword
their
taking
Cav
on
are
Axel
going in one by
inside.
one. Like Axel
Yeah.
was on his own there.
Yeah, they're just skirmishing.
Yeah.
Meldo is alone.
Yeah,
Maximo
again,
taking on
Dopey
Dopey.
gets shot as well.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the Finnish Cav are fighting together.
No, Maximo is very in the open. I mean, he's struggling out there. If he was actually pushed. Sodermerson does take down Sub-Zero. He's gonna be free to shoot again. Aiming for Brian. Not hitting it. In fact, Brian does take down Meldo. Not enough warning there. Sodermerson is very low. Bump. Oh, not even a bump kills him. That would have been the last one alive.
like I don't know about like what the way that the Finnish Cav approached that, because like at the beginning I think that push towards Tiger White was fine. They actually managed to pick him off as well, you know, because if you outnumber the opponent's Cav, you know, even if the French Cav defend Tiger White as best they can, you still have a Cav advantage. So like openings are bound to be made at some point. You know, and they did manage to find one such opening and pick Tiger right off, and after that it was like, well, all the Finnish Cav just went their own way and they just got picked off one by one. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, it's a little bit worrying for Finland's side, considering they just lost 3-2 against. I mean, they won 3-2 against on the much weaker faction.
You mean they lost 3-2? Wait, oh, right, you were talking about France. My
Yeah, yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't feel like this should have been 3-2 to France. This should have been 3-1 to Finland with the way things were going.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree. I mean,
to be honest,
it
like,
should have been 3-0.
it should
Looking at
have
it
been
just paper.
3-0,
Yeah,
but, like, one of the rounds I could kinda get behind the reasoning of some of
yeah.
their moves, but I'm not sure about those other two rounds they lost. That should
No,
never have
they were a
happened.
little bit wonky there.
I mean, they lost 1 versus 1 fights with their calves, which, I mean, that can happen, of course, but, like, if your
It
calves fight
it
together,
preferably shouldn't.
if your calves fight together, then it shouldn't happen, ever.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I feel like a much better approach would have been for Finland to be a little bit more patient. They already picked off one of the archers. They could have tried to go for the other pick-off, you know, force the French calf to react. Instead, they seemingly went for the infs at the flag, started randomly, just got a double kill, like, out
Yeah.
of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
Which is not something you expect to see so early on in a round on this map.
Not really expecting to see it at all from infantry on this map.
Well, I mean, at some point there is really gonna be a lot of focus on the fight around the flag, which is when there is a chance for imps to shine, right?
That's true. I mean, I'm pretty sure it did end up killing both of the infantry of Finland as well.
Oh, well then.
So I mean, and one was a jab kill, I think, on Monkey, and then finishing off Alistair as well.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that he kills him then. But well played by France there.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like this was very much a missed opportunity for Finland, because I feel like if France keep playing as coordinated as they did just now, then there is no way they lose this set. There is just no way.
Oh yeah, I mean this will be they will have the side advantage, and they will have the faction
If
advantage.
they go for a similar or even the same setup as Finland had, then I don't feel like Finland really has a chance. If like unless they make the exact same mistakes Finland did, of course, but which is not out of the world of possibilities.
I mean,
But
it could happen.
I don't expect it will happen.
No, France is looking very strong here. I feel like
And I
France
feel
was
like
the most underestimated team this tournament, and like they keep performing.
yeah. I mean, they're like I said at the beginning of the stream, right? Their team plays on point.
Oh yeah.
Like
The
they showed it
cavalry
again.
timing is just perfect. Like every
Yeah,
time there's a
I
fight
mean,
breaking out, they're the first ones on the
every
point.
time I see them repel 5 Nord cav with 4 calves as Rodox on an open map.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that should be happening, but especially if you look at the caliber of players that Finland has.
Oh, they're all quite experienced. I mean, looking at this.
But like it
Yeah,
comes to
there's.
show, right? Just having a lot of experience or being a really good player doesn't mean you can like team play necessarily.
It comes
you
down
know?
a little bit to how much have they actually played, because France has been really stepping
Yeah,
up the
that's
game.
something I mentioned at the beginning as well, right?
Yeah.
Like we apparently, at least that's what I get from this. They haven't really been practicing their calf team play that much, because it felt like, especially on that last round, like when the flag was in the field, like in the, how do you call that field again?
We call it like, killing fields, don't we?
Oh, right. I never heard you call it that. But anyways, killing fields.
It's totally the name.
Yes. But yeah, when it spawned in the killing fields, you could really clearly see that their calves were just doing their own thing. Like literally every individual calf was attacking a different person.
Yeah, I agree with that. Might be able to see a rerun of that now, considering the flag spawn in the same position.
Maybe. Looks like France will actually have 4 calves, 2 archers, 2 infantry, so sticking with the archer duo instead. I mean, I wouldn't really know who they would put as cav, as their extra cav, anyways.
Varangian is in spectate.
Oh,
you mean France?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Varangian is gonna play for France.
No, I don't think so either. But
I am actually quite surprised to see
5 calves for Finland again.
But just Varangian in spectate. Monkey taking an early hit from Tiger White. Tiger is in a very, very good position. I love this position. He's gonna be really difficult to push from cavalry as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, like the Finnish Cav will have to make a coordinated effort to make this work. And
Yeah.
if they play the way they did last set, I don't see that working. Like France is very clumped up together. Their imps aren't sticking too close to the flag, trying to get some Jav work done.
Mello though, does go down.
They get
that
that
was
Jav work done.
I mean, he was so low. Oh, Sota with a team kill on Dopey.
That's not what you want.
This is very, very bad for them. France is taking massive advantage of
Sub-Zero
this as
almost
well.
getting the kill.
Thor does get stopped on a point though. But down goes Sub-Zero. Nice
You
headshot
could just
from
see the
Sota
moment Axel went tried to go for
Oh.
Tiger Right from the back, he got backed up and he got a call. That is a sign of good coordination
yeah.
and team play.
Yeah, exactly. Others and Paradox are just like standing off on the point. Looking, the flags are dead even. A little bit racing now to France's side. Paradox is not stepping up here. He needs to move a little bit closer. But he's just gonna get harassed now by massive cav. Finland having 2 players left, France having 5, 6? So 6 players left, yeah. Sora Mercy is so far away. He's very far away here. That explains the team kill as
just
well. He does get
a
pinged.
beautiful beautiful display from the French Cav.
They're just
like
performing.
I can't say it any different way, to be honest. Like they're just
They're just doing the job. They're doing it beautifully. They're doing exactly what they need to do.
And I don't feel like Finland should go with this extra cav. I really don't feel like it works. Oh, they actually switch off it now. They have 4 calves, 2 crossbows, 2 imps.
Yeah, Mello going Archer. I mean, he's an Archer.
He is an Archer, so. Yeah. He probably called for that as well. And I think what you mentioned about Varangian sitting Spac, I think he might have called to go Spac. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's playing that well.
I saw him disconnect a little right after the last set, so maybe he's having some connection issues.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
maybe.
for a fact his microphone isn't the best. Maybe he's just having a little bit of technical difficulties. It happens.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm not sure who's calling for Finland. I feel like they need to step up their game a little bit here. It's a bit strange. I mean, I fully
they
agree
need to
with.
Step up their game a lot. They've made 1 kill that round.
Yeah.
Whereas
I mean,
even when
they had
France were
kill.
when France were Rodox, like after that first round or second round, I'm not sure which one it was. It always felt like the pressure was on Finland for some reason because they never responded to any of the moves France made.
Yeah, I mean, France's positioning have been beautiful. Like, they're putting their archers in good positions, and Finland doesn't seem to want to attack them.
Brian going very close.
Yeah, he's very sneaky here, but he has javelins. Like, he can.
I mean, the Finland cav are so far behind. Look at this.
Yeah, they're very passive here. Brian's going in even closer.
I don't
Monk
think
taking a hit.
This isn't good for Finland, to be honest.
Again taking a hit there. Look at this crossfire they have. It's not even beautiful. It's just basic, but it's getting the job done. Monk is very, very low. Oh, there goes down by swap.
And there goes Monkey.
Paradox are very low as well. Here comes the France cavalry, just running them down. Look at this like mess of cavalry. There's like 2 or 3 Finland
I
calves.
mean, Axel is trying to push Maximu, but Maximu is just using his cover to dance around a bit, and he gets out.
Yeah, and Sub-Zero
and they win the round.
Just look at this, Tiger White again. And this is how you play open now. It's ugly, basically. There's no art in playing open map, in my opinion. It's just like it's a mess. It's a mess of team play.
Well, I mean,
and right now they're just
I don't
playing
understand why the Finland have a cav advantage, alright? Or well, I mean, they had 4 calves back then, but they took 6 calves now, so they're definitely having a cav.
They're trying. They're trying
all
new
their
stuff.
4 calves were back in the big forest, while their imps were pushing on flag. Like France could literally run like make a beeline between the Finnish imps and their cav. That should never happen.
No,
that's just too much of a gap.
Honestly, I would have preferred seeing 6 crossbows from Finland. I know for a fact that it's the most annoying team composition
they
to
did
fight
that
against.
like last year in NC or something.
They're like Finland's team that does weird stuff. And often it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it works.
They still need to show they can make this 6 cav work, 6 cav tactic work.
6 cav 2 infantry. I have never seen this. I've seen 6 cav 2 archers. but not infantry.
Oh,
They are getting first on a
I've seen
point.
6 cav to him.
And has it worked?
But look again, like French cav is in between the Finnish imps
Thor going in
and
very
the cav.
aggressive. There you go.
Yeah, he's
That
being
was
very aggressive.
easy.
That was over eager by Thor.
Yeah, he's underestimating his enemies now, but Sub-Zero taking a kill back on Paradoxa. Which is what I will call him, because I can't read better. Brian taking on Raven as well. Maximal's in a bad position, very very bad. Sub-Zero with a team kill on target.
Team kill doesn't help.
No, it does not. Maximal being able
Alice
to shoot
very
now,
low
but
as well. Almost gets taken down there.
Sort of could have maybe gone for the swing there. Maybe would have killed Maximal, but he's very armored. Brian coming in to help Maximal. Sub-Zero as well. I mean, this is again. Maximal just said like, I need help on the flag, or like in the back,
well,
and
he gets
help.
he wants.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Brian,
shot.
Brian taking out Soda, but they're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive on the flag. France, Dopia, Axel, and Monkey.
They have 40 seconds.
Traded 1 for 1. Not sure if that's worth it or
Finland
not.
can't really afford to be trading 1 for 1 though.
No, not right now. Axel being Axel Monkey, there we go, down goes in, and France taking it 3-0.
Again, like I think it's fine to go for something a little bit different when you're on the back foot, you know, especially in this matchup on this map. But I don't know, like going for 6 cav just.
It's a little bit of a desperation move. You can see it as well. Like, I mean, they have not practiced this.
I mean, their cav just went in 1 by 1 and died.
Not only was it 6 cav, it was 6 actual cav. There was no dragoons, no coordination basically. A little bit of a desperation move from Finland, but I don't know. I kind of expected it a little bit. I think maybe they'll be stronger on a close map.
I mean, just imagine if Finland won just 1 more round on Nords as well. Like they still would have been like behind in score, but they would have been like so much closer already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they need to like, well, basically win both sets here.
Yeah, they do. Right now, I'm assuming that Brian and Thor will be playing infantry as well, which is 2 incredibly talented infantry players. Do you see anyone on the Finland roster who can combat that?
From the people that are there now, not sure. I think like Finland's gonna be again very dependent on their archers, cavalry to do the job.
Yeah, I mean they're talented players. They just need better coordination.
Oh yeah, well that's been the main story of the match so far, right?
Yeah.
Like their coordination has been non-existent.
It's been quite bad. They can play better than this, and this is why you play matches. I mean, for example, when was the last time you saw?
Play matches. Yes.
When was the last time you saw Paradoxa? I mean, I haven't seen him in ages. Monkey as well. I haven't seen him.
I mean, I don't know, like
even. I haven't seen him in ages.
Some of the moves Paradoxa did were pretty good, like for open map inf options that you have, you know.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think it's very hard to like judge the Finnish infs based on like open map infantry play, because that is so much different from closed map infantry play. But yeah, I mean, definitely activity and then just playing matches definitely impact your performance in officials as well.
Yeah, there's a few players who don't need to play as much. I mean, in my opinion, archers don't really need to play that often to play well. I mean, it's mostly comes down to just reflexes a little bit. But cavalry, I would think, really should. Infantry too. I mean, you want to play the game. It helps you. You get better if you play the game. You never become better by not playing the game.
Yeah, I mean the main thing that is like lacking for Finland, and we have already said it like a lot of times, is just like their team play, their coordination, right? So, and that is another reason why you play matches. Like it's not only like about conserving your skill for a later date. You know,
their roster hasn't changed much in the last few years. I mean, it's basically copy paste from last year, but
yeah,
it doesn't help if you didn't play much together last year either. But we were seeing Mountain Fortress, Sarnius versus Swadia. Any expectations I expect two hammers.
Serenade Cav are not gonna have a great time if the Swadian infantries have their guard up. They have good calls.
Which
Um,
they. I mean,
they should.
Finland will be starting out. The infantry of Finland has been doing well. It's just I think
Yeah.
it's mostly the cav communication that is lacking, and just going in one by one, trying to skirmish the front. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes they won, sometimes they just lost though.
mostly they lost, I
That's the
would
thing
say.
with cav duels. Like it's risky to do.
Well, the thing is, like, you're losing like cav fights when you have a cav advantage. That
Yeah,
something's already wrong
yeah,
there.
that's true. It's I'm not quite on this. I'm not quite sure how they keep doing this. It's just like maybe
I
they're just
mean,
a little bit rusty.
this isn't a cav heavy map though. Like,
No, absolutely not.
there
Two
is a
cav
little bit
max it.
more leeway on a map like this to make individual plays as a cav. Although, like, team play by the other team is still gonna be able to catch you out. Like, if you chase one cav and like the opponent have two cav and they team up on you, you can die any moment. Like if you're a Serenade cav and like you run into two Swadian calves and the imps dropped all pikes for those calves, your horse is gonna die in like 2-3 hits.
Yeah.
Like Swadia has so many ways of making the Serenade horses squishy.
Yeah, they do. Crossbows, all pikes, just pain, pure pain.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a miscommunication, but now we are live.
Now we are live. Yes, looks like France have 5 infantries, 2 calves, 1 archer.
Only one archer from France. Interesting.
Yeah, and Finland have 2 crossbows.
244. The
Yeah,
standard
pretty much.
close map. This is strange. France is the ones who do something special here. I'm guessing they're just looking to push and looking like they will.
I mean, they feel
Just
like they have the advantage over Finland in team play, which is, well, a correct assessment.
It is. It's Taleworld's gonna find a really good position
Thor
here.
taking big hits though.
Yeah. Damage is being dealt from both sides. Dopey bumping down Dren, but no follow-up. Actually taking a massive hit as well.
Sub-Zero dismounted.
Paradoxa goes down by Alice. Alice is...
Ooh, the Finnish cav cornered there.
Ooh, double kill from Sota.
Like Bogler and Meldo just shooting from the bridge here as well.
Yeah. Brian taking on Elazu. Nice kill. But Bogler finishing off Sub-Zero and Dopey taking Alice. Well, dismounted. He's gonna push Tiger White there into a fight, but 2v2, 2v1 on here. Meldo finishing on Brian.
Yep.
This is more Finland. This is more what we expect to see. Surmers no shield. It's gonna get some backup there from Bogler.
A bit of an over-eager push by France, I'd say. Like, I think the assessment they made, like, alright, Finland's coordination and team play is off. I think that's a fine assessment to make, but that was cav-wise and on an open map. And you don't know how, like, maybe they talk through stuff, maybe they recognize something, maybe they, like, have ways to patch it up, you know, and we mentioned, like, I don't think their imps were necessarily the biggest problem on the open map, you know, and, like, the players that played cav on the open map aren't really the players playing inf on the closed map, you know, so that's also something to keep in mind. It's not gonna be the same, but France...
They want to try the same. They're looking for it, trying to just
They really
net
need
them
to
in
be
here.
a little bit more patient though, because like their cav ran in as well, and the Serenade horses just died. Oh,
Tiger getting shot twice.
I mean, France don't have any archers.
No, they do not.
Finland should try and play around that, probably.
Look at the damage taken by Finland though. Oh, but then again, it's the same for France.
Oh.
Appears with a double kill.
Nice double kill.
Fighting in the corner there. Does go down. 3 players left from Finland. They just like mashed them down there.
Yeah, Finland a bit split up to 2 sides there.
Nice stab from Swap. Taking basically down both players there. Mello being the last one alive. Playing Thor and Brian. Let's see how that goes.
Meldo's been getting a lot of shots into those fights, but I feel like Finland split up to like the bridge side and the side ish alley side of the crossroads.
Yeah.
And that's what made 2 different fights happen at the same time, you know. And well, even though Finland held their own on one side, France won the fight on the other side. I feel like if Finland want to win, they need to stick together. I think, like, based on their performance in the first round, they can withstand a full-on assault from France, but their archers need to be able to shoot into the fights. And if you have fights at multiple different closed-off locations, your archers aren't going to be able to do that.
No, that's very true. The pressure's really on Finland here now. They can't really afford to lose any more rounds.
Yeah, they really
So they're gonna
can't.
move. This is a very, very good one for them though. Looking at how many infantry France has, this is gonna be really difficult for them to take.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be down to, like, the damage that Finland can output, right? Crossbows do a lot of damage. They have all pikes for calves that does a lot of damage, you know. They need to try and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Clarinet infantry's lowest
Cavalry
infantry
is
health
getting
in the
pushed on
game,
side,
so...
Somers is gonna go up and help them.
Ooh. Swap and
Taking a
Sub-Zero really
massive
aren't
hit,
in the
though.
greatest positions, I feel.
Oh, but Tiger is here to back him up.
I mean,
Oh,
so the
Sub-Zero
Mercer
does
is
get
in a
dismounted.
pinch, though. Like...
This is what Finland needed. Like they're coming in to help their teammates now, but so is France. Entire France team is going for Cavalry. They want him dead. Does end up killing him as well, but in the meanwhile,
France
Tiger
pushing
just
up the
take
bridge
down.
though. I
This
don't
is
know about
siege
that push
now.
by France because they're really giving up the flag and every position around the flag.
Mellows on the
pretty
flag. There's still plenty of time. They can still make a lot of work.
And I mean, it's not like they can secure an archer position by taking the bridge, right?
No, there's no archer up there now. Mellow being the only archer on the field, and he's on the flag.
Yeah.
Swap gets dismounted,
I mean,
Dopey going in, but
he's not really getting pushed by anyone. Swap's already dismounted. Sub-Zero as well, so practically no cav. If
also,
Finland play this correctly, they can win this.
Tiberius with another kill. Nice
But
one.
they
on
should not.
Somers.
They should try not to get split up too much, and they need to survive a lot for the
Also,
Cavs to do the job.
missing his team fight a little bit.
Nice
Dopey with
play
a
by
nice
Dopey
all
there.
pike. Yeah, double kill from him. All pike
That's
Cav.
the damage coming into play.
Exactly. Alice fighting against
So much damage from all pikes.
Dopey with a quadruple kill. He wants the penta as well. Can he get it though? Nah, maybe. The bump stab didn't quite work out. Lost his chance, but he's just gonna go for support.
Yep, good play by Finland there near the end especially. They were a little bit late backing up their guys that were getting pushed on the bridge, but when they did come to help out, they managed to get some kills out of it, managed to dismount the French cav because they overcommitted, and around the flag they fought beautifully because, well, basically their imps did the job that they needed to, you know, they stayed alive, let their cav do the job. And Dopey with the quadruple kill, of course, to just clean up the field.
Yeah, I mean, him and Mellord though both been playing very well, and France seems to just want to push them. They're still confident in their infantry. Tiger
I mean, they
taking
don't
a bit
really need
again.
many more rounds, right? They just need like one for a draw,
One
I
for
believe.
a draw, yeah, basically. But they play like this though.
They're
Axel getting
very
stopped.
aggressive. Axel getting stopped, but just the bamboo spear.
Yeah, no
Don't
damage
forget that.
basically. Axel going in. Dren, gets cut down by Alzo.
Yeah, it's gonna be down to the Finnish
Dopey.
cav to do the job again.
Just looking
Nice.
at Dopey's horse, he is gonna
stuff
be
there.
just destroying them here. Also with double kill as well in the meanwhile. Swap taking back Southern Mercy. It's still winnable by both sides.
Oh, they're
Elmo-
leaving their archers open though.
Yeah.
Ryan trying to push it. Oh, nice shot by Meldo there.
3 very quick kills by Finland. Only 3 players left from France. They have a massive advantage here. Also seems to be winning his fight as well there. Just cuts down Alice. Tiger White, last player alive. Just spinning around in a circle. Trying to get a kill. Oh,
nice
that
shot,
was
though.
beautiful by Tiger White.
That was really beautiful.
Oh, but he's
I
trying to
mean,
get
it's not
some
gonna win in the
sneaky-
round though.
Again.
Another shot.
Just a nice shot again, but Axel does say no more shenanigans. You're going down.
I mean, where the French cav had incredible coordination in the fights on the open map, I didn't feel the same from their infantry team play, to be honest, because in the infantry fights it actually looked like it was a bit the other way around. Like the Finnish imps just held their ground beautifully. Like I don't think I've seen any of their imps die at like an unnecessarily early time.
No,
You know,
there's been a little bit of early damage, but not deaths.
I mean
basically.
that's been about it though.
Yeah.
Like, and like the Finnish cav and the archers, of course, like just doing their job,
they're
especially
doing
Meldo
such
and
well.
Dopey,
Yeah,
just doing so
they're-
much.
They're really hitting their shots
And
right
like,
now.
like I mentioned in the fight as well, even if France like have an inf in the back with a bamboo spear out, like Valia had heavy horses. Like, well, yeah, sure, just run into the bamboo spear. It's fine.
Yeah, it
Like,
does nothing unless there's someone there
yeah,
to back it up with more damage. It's not gonna do anything.
yeah. But there wasn't really that much damage coming out of France, really. Like, they need to rely on their imps to do the damage, which isn't a very reliable damage source
I
overall, you know.
I mean, looking at their infantry though, look at those names.
Yeah, but
I
like
could see,
then
I
again, like
completely understood why they
didn't
went
we
5
say
infantry.
exactly the same about the Finnish cav on the open
Yeah,
map? Like, yeah, look at these
yeah,
names, and then their team play wasn't really optimal at all.
yeah.
And I've
This
kind
is
of
very
felt
true.
the same from the French infantries in this case, you know. Like it was completely different, you know. Like they were kind of in the same area, trying to kind of help each other out with the fights, kind of looking out for cav, but they didn't all come together that well. You know, like infantry fight has a little bit different, requires a little bit different kind of playing to actually execute that properly in that case, you know,
Yeah,
because Finland, like around that main gate, they held there every single time, and France couldn't push forward into it without getting killed.
it looked like they wanted to push the archers, but they
Yeah,
couldn't really grab them. Like they didn't reach them in time, either by
yeah.
cavalry or just the infantry making the wall.
Yeah, like I mentioned after the first round of that set, though, like I think it's a fine idea for France to go for the 5 imps there, you know, just based on how the match had been going up till then. But when it doesn't work like 2, 3 times in a row, like
They
you
could have
really
swapped
might
some
want to
players.
consider switching that up because like they have this archer duo they can use, you know, Tiger and Maximu have been performing beautifully over like well just last couple of matches, but like on the open map as well, you know.
Yeah, they've been
I feel like
hitting.
they could have used that. They could have really used that.
Yeah, they could have. We will see what they do now. I mean, the pressure is definitely on Finland though. They need
Oh
to win,
yeah,
and they need to win 3-0 here if they want to win.
yeah. But I mean, it's not impossible though.
Oh,
Like
absolutely not.
that's the
It's if they
point,
play
right?
like
Like
this, it's very possible to do.
because I really don't feel like of course in terms of like cavalry and actual HP of the classes that Serenade have, you know, Serenade has some disadvantages there, right? But
Yeah.
I don't feel like France should have been losing their fights as hard as they did.
No. Mirror setup now. Finland trying to push them out there. If they manage to take just a little bit quicker there, they could have really hurt France
Yeah,
getting
they
those
could
archers
have,
out of position, but
but
looks like
they
they're
didn't.
opting to take the
And
bridge
instead
instead.
they decide to back off. I think that's fine.
This
Like
is a
they don't really have a lot of armor. They don't really have a lot of HP on the on Serenade in general.
yeah,
So
I agree. And taking the bridge is very important. It's a very good position.
yeah,
If
and they
Meldo is allowed to
actually
free
have
fire
two
from there,
archers. They actually have two archers.
yeah,
So
they do. But looks like Maximo at least is trying to push into
they're gonna
Meldo
try
here.
and push
Oh
the
yeah.
bridge. I think that's a good move by France. And look at Tiger White as well coming on from the side.
If he
That
if
could
he
be really
catches them
big.
off guard here, but Mello sees him.
Oh, and he
Gets a
gets a
nice
shot on
shot
him
on
too.
him. Paradox taking
Paradox
down
getting the
Thor.
first kill. Gonna be up to the French cap to
Oh
turn this
Meldo,
around
no,
mostly.
you need to pay attention, friend. Paradox with a double kill though.
Yeah. Triple kill.
Finland.
Beautiful play there. Like, did you see that?
No, I did not. It was sadly elsewhere occupied, but he's gonna go for Max. No, he's not. He's trying to go for the horses. Just the stun screwed him up a little bit there, but this is this was very convincing play by Finland.
I mean, I don't know. You tell me, like, look at these names when you look at the French infantry, right? But
Yeah,
Paradoxa just completely dominated that fight.
he
Like,
killed 3 people like they were nothing.
in
From
like
what I saw,
7
just like
seconds too.
1, 2, 3 dead. Like just beautiful play.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know, that's not what you that was a good place, like that was a good opportunity for Finland to push as well. Like a little bit before the French Cav were actually able to back their own imps up as well.
Yeah.
And when the French Cav actually came in, they didn't really get that much done.
No, they couldn't really take
I mean,
any
they've only
benefit from it.
gotten 1 kill that round, so
Yeah,
that already says a lot.
it does. Flag spawning directly on Finland as well.
Yeah, they can
Very good
set up
crossfire
however they
potential
like,
here. Yeah.
opting for having Meldo around the bridge. I think Meldo really
Meldo.
likes shooting from that area.
He
of the
did,
map.
and he should as well. I mean, he surprised Tiger Whites and just
Yeah.
he kept him out of the fight for a long
I
time.
mean, just Meldo noticing that Tiger White was pushing from
Yeah,
there
if
is
Tiger
really
White hadn't
important.
been spotted, he could have won in that game. But like,
Yeah, he could
especially
have like
Tiger White,
he could have one shot Meldo with the head armor
He
he
could
had
have
done.
headshotted more people as well. I mean, the Finnish communication is
Yeah.
not really the best. Looks like they're pushing towards him here.
Yeah, but their inf team play has been a lot more on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't know, their inf team play is actually like really good.
So almost needs to be a
They're
little bit
keeping
careful.
France.
Oh, listen to the team stab. That is not
that
good.
Is really...
Oh, and
the team
another
kill!
one
Oh,
from
it's a
Maximao.
disaster.
France taking back 2 kills though, but the damage is done. Paradoxa is trying. He's trying to get in here.
The French Cav trying to save the day, but
Yeah.
so
1
far,
kill from each
very
side.
equal.
Tiger White. Maximo again. Like now he's hitting the right targets. 1 sword kill, 1 headshot. Very nice shot.
I mean, Finland don't have anyone on the flag anymore. It's really gonna come down to this last fight.
Yeah, this fight will determine it here. Tiger White is behind them though.
Oh, let's see if they warm bug
That could have.
Oh,
Meldo.
almost getting hit there.
He's trying his very sneaky things. Paradoxa does kill
taking out
Maximao. 3-2 here. Brian trying to back away, getting a little bit of help from Tiger White, but he's shooting very slowly.
They need to just beat them.
This is smart. Playing both. Oh, they're going for a flag. They're not sure they can win on just killing them.
I think that's fine. Meldo can keep Brian busy.
I mean, not right now.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Can
he can just shoot him. Even if Meldo dies here, the round is won. Nice shot from Bagua there as well. Meldo is ending Brian. That was
that was actually a lot closer fight than I thought it would be, because that start of that fight was a complete disaster for France. Like Alice team hitting.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I don't know who he team hit exactly, but like teammate just died instantly. Then
I think maybe
Maximo team killing like.
I think it was Tiberius. He hit, he's been playing really well this match, but they ended up taking it back, and right now it's 7-7.
I mean, if I had to point out someone who's playing really well this particular map, it's Paradoxa. He even managed to pick up an all pike as well, which means that the Swadian horses are actually gonna take damage.
Yeah, I mean, the France Cavalry hasn't done nothing so far.
Well, I mean, they actually were the reason that the fight last round was so close, though. Like, when they came in, they managed to get 2 kills back right after that disastrous start. But
yeah, but still,
but still,
it's not great.
I completely agree. Like, overall, I haven't really felt their impact nearly as much as I did on the open map.
This round here could be the deciding factor. Maximo's in a beautiful position. Tiger White as well. He needs to be a little bit careful from Cav, but he's got 2 Cav supporting him.
Yeah, Finland is in a terrible position because Tiger White and Maximo both have a good spot.
Oh, and here comes the Cav. Just one by one, they run into each other, and a team kill again from France.
These team kills are really.
You can see the pressure here on France. They just they're making mistakes.
And Tiger White's not really been able to shoot into this.
No, I think he's a little bit worried about team hitting, and Maximo as well has been. Oh, he's not seeing him. Mello cuts him down. Shoots just one by one they fall. Brian, the last player alive, and Finland ending up winning the game.
Wow.
This is why we picked this match, everyone.
I don't know. I don't understand anything. What happened? Like
Finland,
that last round
infantry.
actually looked like a complete chaos. You could definitely see the pressure was getting to France.
Oh yeah.
As you could definitely see Finland were just riding on their momentum.
Rounds. Like there were 3 or 4 team kills in 2 rounds alone. That's terrible. You cannot have that.
I mean,
and they were not just like minor mistakes.
It was 2 team kills and 1 team hit that led to a kill.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah,
exactly.
And those were at critical moments as well. It wasn't like, oh well, they have a 3-player advantage, they make 1 team kill, you know.
They happened when they should not happen.
Yeah,
basically
it's like there was an even fight, you know, or like at the very beginning of the fight, and it happens, and that's so devastating because you need some time to adjust to it as well. Like especially as the player who team kills someone else, you're very vulnerable right after the moment that happens, you know. Because if let's say you're fighting 2 versus 1 and you team kill, like you're on the side with 2 people, right? You team kill your friend.
Yeah, your teammate there.
Yeah, like you're gonna need some like a moment to
Yeah,
readjust.
you just shake your head. Like you need like 1 second, and if your teammate, if you just hit your teammates in the back and they get stunned forward into 4 infantry, like this is
Yeah.
just bye bye. He's
Yeah.
not surviving that. But I mean, the players, they performed. It's just like this basically a good match. There wasn't mistakes on both sides, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
Finland taking advantage of this
was
close map.
definitely a really good match. Like on the open map, I felt like we expected Finland to really put up a good fight on the open map at first, right? But after
Yeah,
seeing their team play, I really kind of doubted that judgment, you know, because I don't know that wasn't good at all. But like on the closed map, like on Mountain Fortress, their imps really got together, and like that's where the individual calves of Finland were able to shine as well. Like there wasn't that much team play with their calves involved there, but it's just like their calves making it, like taking advantage of the complete messes of fights that were going on, especially with the five French imp at the beginning as well. You know, it's just a complete chaos. You can take advantage of that as a Swadia cap versus Serenade imps especially.
yeah,
So yeah,
well played.
you could really see near the end of those two, like basically the moment starting at like when France started like team hitting, team killing each other in the last two rounds. That was really the point at which you could see, alright, France have
Yeah,
completely
they
lost their
lost.
momentum.
They lost there. Like once they did that, it was bye bye. They didn't have a chance anymore.
Yeah, because like the last round as well, it kind of started off nicely. They had good positions. Finland wasn't in the best spot, and then I don't know, like they got one kill, they all just ran in, and then they died.
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
Um,
I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. I mean, we've gone over it.
I mean,
Massive
again,
congratulations
we
to
streamed them
Finland.
last year as well, right? And then
Yeah,
it was also such an insanely close match.
yeah. This is why I decide which stream. No majority decides here. I will say sorry for the people who want to see another match. But I knew this would be a better match, basically.
Oh,
Just
he knew
looking at
it.
the teams.
He knew
Look,
it,
I
people.
knew it. I know these things. And I mean, look at this. 8-7. Can't get more closer than this.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought for sure, like the moment that France got their seventh round in, you know, I was like, all right, surely
Yeah,
they're gonna get one
just
round. But they
one
actually
round.
overcommitted on Serenades a lot. I felt like
Yeah, they kept believing in their infantry, who made some mistakes. There's the archers as well
Uh,
made some mistakes.
And
They
and I
shouldn't.
didn't like in hindsight especially I'm tempted to say like I don't really understand that decision from France to switch away from a standard setup because every time they've played the standard setup, no matter on which map, like we saw that last week as well, right? They perform so well with that. Like they have their archer duo, you know, they have either like four calves with some incredible team play, and two open map imps which do really well. Like I think Alice and Tarda did really good as imps on the open
Oh
map.
yeah,
Like the
Tiberius as well. He
props to
played
them.
really good.
Like
Like all of
yeah.
their infantry kind of did well, but it's like maybe it's the
Well,
experience there. I
on the
mean, Aldous
closed
hasn't played
on the
that
closed
match
map,
like this.
I'm not too sure about their team play. Like maybe individually they kinda did alright, but Finland's infantry team play on the second map was definitely on point. Like in synchronization with their cavalry pushes and stuff as well at some point.
Yeah, I agree. So Spain, Turkey hasn't started yet. I haven't finished the splash screen. That's the problem.